play Warhammer Total War 2, fighting against chaos, apparently.
What's up? Alrighty, so let's do this shit.
Right, so down here in the desert somewhere, that's where shit's gonna happen. So you took Gronty this turn, right?
Yeah.
So you've basically done this turn, I think.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna go ahead and check around and make sure. The Empire is still there waiting right outside in writing stance.
Yeah, Wolf from Bratched. I might just have to take it.
Like, I sincerely wish they would fuck off.
It'd be really annoying because you already have a settlement in that province, so...
It's either that or we let them have it and wait till it rebels.
Maybe. How about the other settlements they've taken in this area? The public order is declining in Valaya's Sorrow.
Praise Sigma.
Volkmar the Grim is just taking attrition, or the arse.
Turn yours.
Alright. Sword of Cain rests. Hinder replenishment success. It's not a big deal. Talisman of Endurance, it's a ward save. Cannibalistic Rituals done. Researching Strigor Legacy. Trait gained, Insane. Maybe realization of chaos' true nature, or simply too much fungus brew. Either way, this one's insane. Present in a region with high chaos corruption. Public order -5, weapon damage +20, melee defense -15, Helmengorst.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, there's only uncorrupted and insane, so all I have to do is spend multiple turns in an owned region with little to no corruption. I don't know if vampiric corruption stops that from happening, but... I mean, he's doing a shitload of damage now. So he has a net public order -1 and a net melee defense -5. So he's not doing too bad. His traits and gears mitigated most of the debuff, but his weapon strength is 380.
Jesus.
This might be a good thing.
Can I assist you?
Alright. So he's going to force march
away, brothers.
down to Winterpire.
The true von Carstein.
Manfred still needs healing, so he's just going to walk to Aceling's Conclave. The Sarl encampment isn't happy, but they're in the positive, so they'll be okay for a little while. Vampiric corruption's on the rise. Buildings -6, lack of corruption -9. -9 total. So once corruption sorts out, it'll be good. I just can't build a Balefire Brazier there yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to build a lot of them to mitigate all this chaos corruption.
Now Baron is down to 3 units, but he has incredible raised dead pool. And I mean, it's not super good, but he's got a stack now. A lot of skeletons and zombies, but Sylvanian crossbows are fully healed. He's got Graveguard now. Cost me half my fortune. And the Frozen Landing. can start upgrading it. I don't want to put the money into it.
More sleep shines. Now, wipe them out.
Well, first, let's take one of these stacks off the map.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll take a leadership +4. Because for undead, leadership's really important.
Strike out.
Gives me a Talisman of Endurance for a ward save. I'm gonna go back into the settlement.
It is night.
Archaean is there.
Absolutely not.
Stack of Chaos Warriors. Chaos Warriors of Halberds, chosen with great weapons. Himself at level 20, with perks and free artifacts. The Eye of Shirian, the Armor of Morkar, and the Slayer of Kings, which gives him plus 75% weapon damage, plus 75% armor-piercing damage, and plus 32% splash attack power for 39 seconds every 2 minutes. And he is mounted on Dorgar. He has Chaos Spawn, Chaos Knights, Chaos Chariots, Chaos Trolls, at least 3 Hell Cannons.
What do you want?
He's an absolute lad. I think I'm going to have to just start buying perks in the Unliving Host, since I have so many of them.
My bloodline calls.
Maximilian von Zerden can
Moving.
post up in Volksgrad, which Sigvald and Sarthoriel are down there. So Bersomling's camp and Frozen Landing are probably screwed.
More sleep shines. To the shadows.
I'm gonna keep running these guys.
And despair.
I want to build buildings out here, right?
Yeah.
But they
Aren't
take...
they like hell expensive though?
Well, yeah, because Bersomling's camp in Eastern Oblast is uninhabitable, so doubles construction time and halves income. But Volksgrad is still in suitable climate, so it only take 4 turns to upgrade. Just don't know. It's still so close to the action. And the Trollheim
Yeah, that tweet I
Mountains
put out.
are not in a good
Okay.
spot either.
That tweet I put out for you already got 3 likes.
Nice.
And another impression.
Sweet.
We'll see if this results in racked up viewership.
Hopefully.
I need to get back on the Assassin's Creed stuff to get that done.
Indeed. Yeah, I don't... I'll check my other armies and then come back to that.
Looks like Skaven are trying to pull something here. I'm not sure what though.
I mean, the ones that you laid the slap upon.
No, I'm talking about these fools right here. Oops, the stupid fucking pen didn't work. We're here by Frozen Landing.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, they're my friends. It's okay.
Are they gonna go fight Chaos?
Hopefully. I mean, hilariously, they're a Chaos faction. But so
You
is
know what would
Norska,
be?
technically.
You know what would be fucking awesome? What if a Doom engineer could be used on a Horde faction's Horde?
That would be hilarious. I think the best
They're
thing to
just
do...
camped. They're just camped one night, and all of a sudden they hear boom, and half their camp just explodes in a warpstone explosion.
No, they don't hear boom. They hear doom! With all the enthusiasm only a Skaven can muster.
The mental image fucking tickles me in ways that I can't express.
I don't want to pull Odilo from the border with the Empire, just in case. Do I... What's Raised Dead look like here? It looks like shit.
Your will?
Okay, so Kislev is somewhere where I'm making money. So any way I can increase my money. Should also probably build a corpse pile there. We've got that, we've got that. Should probably build an awakened battlefield there. Because it'll slow chaos walking through my territory and reduce raised dead cost. Let's do that. Let's do that. And maybe Ivo von Schwarzhofen can be a thing. Or Bernhard Gorst of the Strigoi bloodline. Gorst sure gets around. I also have 8 slots for Necromancers, I'm only using one of them, and they start level 6. Might be a thing. Get some Necromancers happening.
Yeah, I never recruit heroes, and that's probably one of my biggest failings in playing Warhammer.
Alright, so next turn, I'll raise another stack in Kislev. Castle Drakenhof, I should have, yeah, every type of thing available.
You know, we ought to do a Rome 2 campaign at some point. We never really played that. We kind of skipped over it.
A little bit.
I think that could be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll recruit something next turn.
Yes, my sire.
She doesn't move. Okay. I think I've done everything I can.
Okay.
So I need
I'll
to
tell you what.
I need to keep, like, an army at my other borders.
Nagaroth, as always, is still worrying me pretty good. I gotta be honest.
I mean, right now, the only thing that worries me is literally chaos. Everything
Well,
else pales
yeah.
in comparison.
Well, of course, but I'm also talking late game. I mean, what if he was to get the Sword of Cain?
That's okay. The thing about the Sword of Cain, it makes you incredibly powerful. But... Derf.
What?
The Empire
Fuck.
just smoked Ekrund.
Did they take Ekrund?
I can't see because the map moved. They ruined... They left the ruin for you.
Thank fuck for that. That just made my life easy. You think maybe they're pulling back to their own strongholds and just shoring up borders by allowing us to have it?
I don't know. Like, they have so much vampiric corruption that they probably have to keep a standing army in their own territory, plus chaos is unleashed upon the world, which is likely going to cause a lot of factions to pull back. They just sacked Ekron. They didn't even burn it down.
Which means us worrying about that mine's probably stupid as well.
I don't know. I think if you should still run back.
I'm going to run back, but I think if you raise it, I don't think they're going to take it.
We'll try.
With the way they're behaving tactically, I don't think they will.
Military
What do they
alliance
want?
with Clan Angrand. I mean, I really want to attack them, but they're friends with the Empire, so it'd be good for relations with Karl. I'll just accept with no strings attached.
It's rare for you. You never do that.
I'm doing everything in my power to stop Karl Franz from betraying me until I'm ready.
Of course.
I'm making friends with all his friends. I'm going to his cocktail parties.
Are you hiring one of his favorite maidservants to stab him in the back?
Look, if he calls at 3 a.m., I'll pick up the phone. Is where I'm at right now.
If he calls at 3 a.m., I'll pick up the phone. That means you're really fucking good friends. I've always made the joke that I might have two people I know where if they called me at 3 a.m. and said, hey, we got to move this heavy thing, meaning, you know, it's going to involve a shovel in probably the middle of nowhere, I would probably I'd probably go along with it.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta bend over backwards for Karl right now, because it'd be really bad for the biz if he decided he didn't like me anymore.
Like, do you know anybody like that where if, like, that's like the level of respect and friendship, where if they called you at 3 a.m. and said, I've got to get rid of a body, essentially, you would go and help?
Well,
that is bad. That is definitively bad.
I'm not even going to.
You don't even want to see Sarthoriel, the Everwatcher, in his glory?
He's pretty potent. You can use him in custom battles. He is a unit.
What is his stats? I'm going to look him up so I can do a little research here.
Okay, Archaean, get out of my face.
He's a spellcaster that causes terror by his very nature.
Yeah, he's a Lord of Change, an absolute unit, and... Man. Oh, here's Clan Eshin coming to say hi. They left themselves in marching stance. Derf, you can eradicate them right now.
Who, the Empire, or?
Clan Eshin, they just revealed themselves. Just south of Vlad.
Good. Bye, Eshin. Sorry, buddy.
Sudenberg is treating with me. They've entered their non-aggression pact. Sudenberg, is this the time? Also, you have to go through all of Khemri to get to me. Is that really what you want to do?
Apparently the Everwatcher has the full lore of metal. That's his spellbook.
Yes.
That's terrifying.
Among other things. Look, Clan Eshin is right there.
Shall I lay the slap upon them?
I mean, you don't have to fight the city anymore, so you may as well.
You show them the size of my massive vampire doll.
Oh! If this battle happens and Archaean can't reinforce because he's at sea, I might be able to wipe the war herd off the map.
That would be great.
I can get so many dues on this guy.
Hell, if we wipe the Chaos faction out for the first time in God knows how long, I might pour myself a finger of scotch.
I mean, there's still the Puppets of Chaos, the Servants of Chaos, the Warherd of Chaos, and the Warriors of Chaos. But if I can take out the Beastmen.
Yo, Vlad, are you hungry? Go.
Eat.
Death and destruction.
And bye-bye. It's not there.
Damn. It's just a scouting force. Still, I had Stormvermin.
Murder the captives. Good attacker. Leadership +3 when attacking. Leadership aura size +20% when attacking.
Alright, so Victor can take Krad Toman.
I hunt.
And Isabella can join Vlad going down to Death Gorge.
Oh, yeah.
Night comes.
I know my path.
Let's just go and fucking straight up feed it to him. Melissa Ratep reached rank 27. She's becoming quite the powerful spellcaster.
Good.
And I've already given her max spread corruption, so anywhere she goes, corruption is going to be a massive thing. I'm tempted to give her replenished troops. That way my army stays at full strength for as long as possible.
Yeah.
Because she's never going to get in melee combat. That's not really her shtick, right?
Hopefully not. Alright.
Although getting her along to Dark Benediction might be a good idea.
Is Wallman going to trot up to the Dragonhorn Mines? Because Clan Angren's hanging out around there too now.
She flies. I'm going to give her the missile resistance. Good raised dead here, obviously, so I'm just going to chill. Put a cork in that for now. So let's go ahead and Granti Mingle. I don't think I'm going to be able to hold as is. I cannot get enough Vampiric Corruption to spread here fast enough. So I'm going to have to march my happy ass down there and do it myself. I will say losing Valaya's Sorrow is a massive fucking problem.
I mean, you still have to take Dringora Kaz and Carrick 8 Peaks before it's relevant. But
well, yeah, but still.
Public Order's falling. At the current rate, there'll be rebellion in 123 turns. And if you put if you put an agent there to increase the rate of corruption.
I just gave Woolman to fucking Vargeist.
There you go.
And then Sigfrid, I'm going to keep marching him up. Now, I'm not yeah, his army's good enough, I think, to at least support you. So I'll keep marching him north. There's another battle site I could visit in Kislev.
He could literally go into the running stance.
Yeah. Steiner Ratev, my blood dragon bloodline. He's already got immortality because he's part of the blood dragon bloodline. And I gave him the hunger. I think I'm going to just straight up go ahead and start working on his leadership abilities first, because the creatures he's going to have are kind of shit.
Right.
So, because as it stands right now, he's really just keeping my borders over here in Mouseland secure. That's all he's good for right now.
This war herd has...
I can confederate the Barrow Legion.
Finally. I was about to get impatient and do it myself.
I'm going to make a save before I do that, because this is going to be expensive.
Goreherd and Shields, Ungor Raiders, Razor Gore Chariot, a Giant, 2 Cygors, 3 units of Minotaurs, and 2 units of Minotaurs with Shields.
It's done.
Nice.
Okay, so my military needs to shrink a little bit.
And you have Heinrich Kemmler now.
Yeah, so Reinhardt Skellion, I'm almost going to just disband you in general and transfer your good troops to Heinrich Himmler. Because I cannot afford everything that Heinrich has raised right now. So you can have his Hex Wraiths, you can have his Grave Guard. And I think that's all I want out of that stack, because I don't need any more Crypt Ghouls. There. Now I'm back in the black at least. Okay, so let's survey what I've got. I've got Blackstone Post now, which is huge. It's already got a Font of Nightmares built. It's got a Scoured Iron Mine built. It's got a Max Necromancer's Tower, a Maxed Witch's House, a Mausoleum, of course, Castle Drakenfell's Library. maxed out settlement and a maxed out gallows, which is huge.
Which gives you a
That
mortis
also-
engine garrison as well as a mortis engine recruitment.
Yeah, that also gives me Carrick Ziflin, which gives me a reliquary, pigment grinder shop, another gallows there, and a shady township. So this essentially shores up my borders there. Now, when the Empire, when you have to fight them, this is going to be a bitch to hold.
I mean,
But-
Grumzint is at minus 72 for the Empire, so it'll rebel in 10 turns. And then it's just a hop and a skip to get there.
Yeah, and once they rebel, I think the rest of the provinces won't be too far off. Because they can't maintain this public order forever with the vampiric corruption on the rise if we really put the screws to them.
Thing is, they have buildings, like in Castle Artois. They have plus 13 public order just from buildings.
I will say, though, having fucking the Barrow Legion essentially mine now is huge. That gets a monkey off my back.
In Reichland, their buildings give 23 public order. Before
And this
anything.
also gives me Ordo von Drac and Brion, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to leave them here to hold Brion because Castle Carcassonne is over here, and that puts me, if I have to go after them, at war with Towson, and I can't do that yet. I really can't. And chaos corruption here is on the rise hardcore.
Yeah, well, it's on the rise everywhere as long as the Everchosen's alive.
So the best I can do is just hold that.
The only thing that, because of the way that Wood Elves work, they're only allowed to build, like, one building in Carcassonne, so they have dick all garrison, because they can only build outposts outside the forest.
Yeah.
So Carcassonne, Bilbali, anywhere else they take outside of the forest is just easy to take from them.
It just means invading the forest is an absolute bitch in 3/4.
Oh yeah, like, the stuff actually in the forest, like their capital, the King's Glade, it's got 12 building slots, but it's only got half a stack of garrison. They're good garrison, though. And the Oak of Ages has, like, a full stack, but only one building, the Oak of Ages itself.
Oak of Ages. I'm sorry. Every time I hear that, I can't resist.
I would love to burn the Oak of Ages to the ground.
Burn the Oak of Age. I'll stop.